systems down here at the base of the rocket. They help to direct the vehicle on ascent and descent, so commanding a profile there and making sure that it's tracking.
Folks, you are watching now as we are under a minute from the third crewed Blue Origin launch, but aboard this one happens to be one Michael Strahan. And we will continue to listen to the tower here as they take off on this 11-minute round trip.
The engine will help to maneuver the rocket as well, especially right there before landing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 30 seconds. It is time to launch
this shot happens to give us a view of Stray on the left there. You can see him in the window.
The original 6. Thank you so much for joining us.
Command engine start. 2, 1.
Mission Control has confirmed New Shepard has cleared the tower and is on its way to space. We can hear it here from the desk. If you're following along with us, you can see on the lower left side of your screen that we're gaining speed as New Shepard lifts off towards space with a full capsule of 6 humans for the very first time. Noticing that altitude bar also on the bottom of screen, we are climbing fast. Look at that. We punched through max Q. That is the point where the aerodynamic stress on the New Shepard booster is at its maximum. Our original 6 are getting the ride of their lives right now. Look at that beautiful BE-3 engine in action. I'm actually shaking. Coming up next here in under a minute is going to be main engine cutoff, where we cut off that BE-3, and you'll be able to visually see that on the screen here shortly. And there we see it, main engine cutoff of the BE-3.
Katie, explain to us what we just heard, that main engine cutoff, and where we are in this flight now.
So that is the engine that's been powering them up to space, and it's gotten them to Mach 3, and they are still continuing up, but the engine is no longer powering them. They're going to separate that booster, and then the capsule's going to be by itself on that arc, that sort of 3-minute arc, the highest altitude, probably about 350,000 miles, and then arcing, and then coming back down for a landing. So they are weightless now.
They are in 0G, they've practiced for this, and now it's really happening.
We're doing this, guys. Oh, check this out. Oh, my God.
You all there are going to get 3 minutes of this. We're going to let you listen, but we are hearing them now float around.
TJ, you can hear Michael too, right? I could hear him say woohoo.
Can't miss it.
never seen anything like this. I got my dad! Mission 19! All right. I'm sure you know where your speed is. Mission 19. The original stand. You got your seat.
I'm watching the space shuttle. What's up?
1 minute warning.
Just
1 minute warning.
just long as it's a nice fresh cut in half. They
Well,
don't have to
huge
measure
congratulations to
certain
all
things.
6
You know,
crew.
it's half.
They have crossed that Kármán line and they became official astronauts. Outstanding.
Make sure it
As
doesn't
you can
cut
see, we
off.
have 2 distinct
That's why
vehicles
I
in the
made a-
screen now. Both the crew capsule and the booster are descending. It was so amazing to hear from such an excited crew.
I just love hearing their real reactions, real time. It is just awesome.
That energy walking up the tower definitely translated into space.
They see it? Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness.
That's the booster. We're going to
Wow,
hear
we're
the
watching
sonic
him
boom.
come down right now.
As you can see,
Amazing.
the forward fins on the New Shepard booster have deployed. That booster is on its way back to Earth first.
I was like, it's coming down so fast. I was like, what?
And Robot Gio, we can hear you, and tell us what you're seeing. You all said you were closer than you all have been in the previous launches. Can you tell us what you're seeing there, just from your naked eye?
Yeah. So the booster is about to land right behind us here on the landing pad, and it's going to land upright on its own, and we're going to hear that sonic boom in a moment here.
And we're going to feel the sonic
Yes,
boom, you
and you're
say,
gonna feel
too.
it.
All right, it's about to make landfall right now. It was coming down pretty quickly. I'm glad to know that was just the booster.
That's the booster.
I was
Just the
like, if
booster,
that's
yes.
them, they're coming in hot. No, that's
We
the
need
booster.
parachutes for that.
Robot, don't do us.
Boom! Whoa.
All right, so the booster has landed, and now we're going to wait for the capsule to come down. You're watching a little bit of a delay there, but you're going to see it on your screen in just a moment as it lands upright on that landing pad.
You can hear everyone cheering. One of my favorite parts, it was cutting in and out a little bit. You can imagine they're in space, but the laughter. Wow, you hear that?
Yeah.
Whoa, just roaring through this desert right now.
Engine restart.
That's what's amazing. You can feel that power. Okay, so here it is. The video's showing as it lands. Look how incredible this is.
Hear that? Feel that for sure. That beautiful booster hover.
Yes, this is the booster. This is not Strahan yet and crew. This is the booster. But
Welcome back, New
wait,
Shepard.
are we seeing it now?
So we're looking, TJ, we're looking in the sky here, trying to see where the capsule is. Are we seeing it already?
We don't have the
there it is
image.
right there.
Okay.
Thank
Wait,
you
let me
so
see,
much
let me
for
see.
There we go.
joining
I
us
don't
for our
see it.
third human
Yeah.
Oh, there it
flight.
is.
There it is.
Just
There it
started
is.
the
It looks
booster.
like that
The show
first-
is
Parachute
not
just-
over. Here
Yep.
we see our crew
Deployed,
capsule
right?
on
Yeah,
final
so we've got
descent
that-
back to the West Texas desert. Let's
We're
wait
going
for
to listen to
that
mission
now.
control here, but we're watching as they land here.
There it is. There's the parachute. Some cheers from people watching down below. Wow. The cars are racing out now to meet
Yep.
the
Look
crew.
at that
You can
booster
see
on
them.
the pad, all in a day's work for the workhorse of this operation. All right, and there go the drogue parachutes. That's a beautiful sight, slowing down the capsule. And there we go, the drogues lifting out the main parachutes. Looks like we have 3 beautiful parachutes there in their reconfiguration. And the release, the disc reef, there we go. 3 beautiful main parachutes. And on your screen, you're seeing that velocity and altitude dropping.
you could see that number there, 15 miles per hour. Eventually, it's going to slow down to 5 miles per hour.
Pretty remarkable.
So while
It's
these
remarkable,
parachutes
and by
are
the time-
obviously essential in providing a gentle touchdown for the crew capsule,
Yeah.
New Shepard also has an innovative retro thrust system. So that's on the bottom of the capsule, and that will make touchdown even smoother for the astronauts flying today.
And that system there, that's why you're going to see that dust as it lands, because it just pushes that dirt there, and it lands at like
It's a
1 mile
cushion.
per hour.
It's
It really
it's
is.
incredible. There it is.
I see our shadow, actually.
It is just beautiful to watch. You can hear people already cheering here. This is so exciting.
Very excited crew on their way back to Earth. What a beautiful day in West Texas.
What a great view through those big windows there.
Stand by touchdown. Stand by touchdown.
So keep in mind here, there we go.
Oh my goodness.
And touchdown. All right, that is here.
It was great. To see all the friends and family down below, TJ, watching the crew come down was such a special experience because, you could hear the cheering. And when we heard the astronauts laughing with weightlessness, you could hear everyone around here laughing with them, sharing the joy, so excited that they got to have that perfect 11 minutes. It seems as though it was perfect. Everything was just according to plan.
And I heard your sigh of relief. When that landing happened, I heard it. But it really looks like a clean operation at this point, and we're going to wait as they actually exit that capsule and meet some of their family members and their friends, and of course, we believe Jeff Bezos is probably there as well.
We believe that is the truth. TJ, what was it like watching for you?
You know what? I don't know if they have an ISO camera on me during my reactions, but it is. It's anxiety-inducing. It's very exciting, but I feel a lot better to see that thing there on the ground where it's supposed to be. And look, the parachutes were out, and this is why it had to be delayed, right? We talked about some of those winds, but it was very particular area where it needs to land, and there was concern about some of those winds throwing it off course when it's coming back down, actually, in those parachutes picking up that wind and being tossed around. So this was very... it had to be very precise, as we know. And again, we talk about 11-minute flight. This one took about 10 minutes and 15 seconds. They have this, forget my phrase, but they have this down to a science, certainly at this point. And those vehicles are racing out to meet them. We do expect Bezos. He'll go around to each window, get a thumbs up, make sure everybody's okay. You all can see this image. If we can take that one full, we see some thumbs up being given already from some of the folks in there. And there's Stray. It's kind of hard to miss him. But there he is in there. There he is right there. He looks pretty good, guys. He looks pretty calm and cool. But we have the sound again. We're going to keep our eye on this. But we want folks to listen to that moment that you all were talking about. That moment when they were weightless and they sounded like kids who just went and arrived at a birthday party. Take a listen to this.
Oh, check this out. Oh, my God.
What do you say, Geo, Robot, what do you say there? Can you imagine they've been training for this? They finally get to that moment of weightlessness. They only got about 3 minutes of it. And then, Geo, I'll ask you about this. This was the first time I'd heard this in one of these flights before that we covered, but there was a voice that came on a warning that essentially said 1 minute. We're all kind of just waiting. And you can see from the image here and where this camera's shooting, yes, of course, that's Strahan. It's hard to miss him, but he's still strapped in, assume what he's supposed to be doing. He's told not to get up yet. He's following instructions. He does that well. But you can see him through that window. But we cannot wait for that door to open and for us to finally see Cuz Lightyear back on Earth after his trip to space. Guys, this is just that moment, and we are told he is going to get out first. And this, you saw this on the other ones as well. And Gio, I want you to give a little better explanation than I just did. Why it's taking a moment, why they can't just throw open that door and let everybody out.
Yeah, I mean, they want to make sure that everything is safe in that spaceship, no doubt about it, because at the end of the day, yes, we're seeing this, it was clean and smooth, but they want to keep everybody safe, and that really is the goal here. There is so much testing. This is now the 19th time that a New Shepard has flown. This is only the 3rd time that it's flown with people on board, but the 19th time. So that tells you how much they've been preparing for this, how much research they were doing, how many test flights they were doing to make sure that this was safe, and that's what we're seeing right now, and all the engineers are surrounding that to make sure everything is safe before they open those doors.
The engineers surrounding the capsule, and then you see all those cars, and I don't know if you can see all the people lined up too, but those are all the friends and family members who were watching with much more bated breath, I think, than we were, probably waiting for their loved ones to come out.
Oh, here we go.
And here we go.
Welcome back, guys.
And Michael Strahan is out of the capsule. Big hug for our founder, Jeff Bezos, followed by Laura Shepard Churchley, Dylan Taylor, Lane Bess, Cameron Bess, and last but certainly not least, Evan Dick. Welcome back, the original 6.
You guys are like, it's great and all. It's great, more people are going to be drawn to that. It's going to be hard for you guys to get another ticket. That's the cat.
You got to pay for the next one.
Yeah, I'm in.
Love seeing this crew embracing family and friends, and we're getting some awesome snippets of their experience.
I tell you, that's a good idea.
Stray, I don't know who he is anymore, because we just heard him say he wants to go back.
He wants to go back. He said, I'm in again. That got him in trouble the first time. And you hear him recruiting future astronauts there too?
Really?
And he talked about the light and the darkness.
Look like an 85.
Hi, the viewers at home.
Welcome home.
Thank you. Thank you. And you were always there for me.
I love that. And Lauren yelled, I like this candle.
I practice it every time they come in.
I have enough.
You got something to talk about on the golf course now, don't you? Yeah, how good is that?
Oh my goodness.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Thank you.
Well, they were my boys.
Yeah.
And I had to take that test.
Yeah.
So I'd look at one and I'd go 1, 2, or 3.
Okay, you all, let us take a moment and not let this moment get lost on us. You just saw Laura Shepard Churchley hug Michael Strahan, the daughter of the first American to ever go into space. Just went to space with an NFL Hall of Famer and broadcaster. This is how far we have come in our journey in space exploration, travel, innovation, that she and Strahan can end up on the same ship, same capsule, going to space now, coming from these 2 different backgrounds, 2 different journeys, that now it's making it possible for someone like Strahan and others to go through a week of training and still be able to explore, still be able to go to space. And Laura Shepard Churchley, with that background and that history, and she is the daughter, yes, of Alan Shepard, but she has been very engaged in the space community, in space education for decades.